my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get the chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am unbothered. I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, movie. Take that, movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. The Giants at 9-3 here on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Second down. Here's Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First carry now for Trey Sermon. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And back to Sermon on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run once more with Sermon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for third down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Well, they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? And they'll run with Sermon. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Trey Sermon, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Left side, he's got Robinson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Sermon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On the end around, here comes Smith. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping him.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Hurts. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Barkley, inside handoff. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a give running left is Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Off play action. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Barkley. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jones to throw on 3rd down. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping it. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
Second down at 7.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Jones on 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Gano's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. This is caught. It's Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it? I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. Up the middle, here's Sermon. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. His throw incomplete. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution. Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, open man right side is Tony. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one. I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. That third down conversion good for 23.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A first down carry for Barkley. Room here to run. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. Dances by him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Jones out to the flat. That's caught. Touchdown, Giants! Kadarius Toney from 6 yards away. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Pass incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sanders is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 5-yard and touchdown. And the Eagles have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now Jones. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
On second and 10, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A handoff to Barkley. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Hurts will throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Jones throw caught by Tony. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Giants on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass complete, Goddard. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Second down, here's Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he knocks
the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They've gone final now in Dallas. And give that one to the Texans as they wind up winners. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Giants, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. It's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. It's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, gang, gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass capped in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? Why would I?
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off the fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly, you out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they copy up for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. You ugly, you out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they come
in a drought. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe.
Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Holla, holla.
Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady. When you show your show no credit. When you show your bro for leverage.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant?
You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? You gossip.
What the fuck is council culture, dawg? Say what I want about you. I'm like Oprah, dawg. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it, dawg. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can S-double-E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Came to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a fashion, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Fourth down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers. Go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. a real one. Only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya. I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it. What can I say, man? I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. This young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
11.
Now Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, improved, of course, for everyone.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Howell throwing on third down here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Finding room at midfield. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Washington. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Joey Sly on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Burrow on play action. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
11.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now Now the third down throw incomplete as well. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
He was covered by
Hardman on the return. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Hal to throw on second down. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With third down coming up. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hal throwing on first down here. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Hal down to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On third down, Robinson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
Here we go. Let's go. Go set.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-2 matchup.
And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Gibson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Gibson again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Sly able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Wolford's throw here taken in by Morgan. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Wolford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wolford. Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Flanagan.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Flanagan. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. This defense not budging, back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And the Bengals have recovered it.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the
blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. On third down, Flanagan, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Washington's offense ready to go again. There's Antonio Gibson. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Love. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Love now to pass on first down. He'll get this complete to Erickson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Erickson for 14 yards as they have taken the lead. Slide for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bengals set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wolford. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there. The Bengal first.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Wolford to air it out again. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They fake the handoff. Now Wolford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wolford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept away and boom, over the crossbar.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half, Love. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason match. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this 3rd quarter.
Ready up.
Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second.
Like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows?
So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree we like the decision to not play overtime in preseason and just call it a draw.
Partner, I want to meet the person who disagrees with this decision, and I just wonder what took so long for the league to arrive at this conclusion. They put the rule in for the 2021 season, and it should have been in a long time ago. Yeah, some rookies might miss some plays, but all in all, no one's paying attention when we get to the end of a preseason game.
you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was him. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.